Look at these two bodies. Same person, different choices. The one on the left? That's what happens when you follow advice that sounds good but doesn't work. The one on the right? That's what happens when you understand how fat loss actually functions. And in the next 8 minutes, you're going to learn the 10 steps that create that transformation without starving yourself or living in the gym. Here's what you need to understand. Fat loss isn't complicated, but it is specific. Most people fail because they're doing things that feel productive, but don't actually trigger the mechanisms your body uses to burn fat. This video breaks down the exact steps, backed by how your metabolism works, so you can stop guessing and start seeing results. No gimmicks, no supplements, just the process. Step 1. Create a calorie deficit, but do it smart. Fat loss starts here. You need to burn more energy than you consume. That's non-negotiable. But here's where most people screw it up. They cut calories too hard, too fast. Your body adapts. Your metabolism slows. You lose muscle instead of fat. The fix? Aim for a 300 to 500 calorie deficit, enough to lose fat, not enough to trigger survival mode. Step 2. Prioritize protein in every meal. Protein does 3 things you need. It keeps you full, it protects your muscle while you're in a deficit, and it costs energy to digest. Aim for 0.7 to 1 gram per pound of body weight. That's not a suggestion, that's the foundation. If you skip this, everything else gets harder. Step 3. Lift weights 3 to 4 times per week. Cardio burns calories during the workout. Lifting burns calories after, for up to 48 hours. It also tells your body, hey, we need this muscle. Burn the fat instead. You don't need fancy programs, just compound movements. Squats, deadlifts, presses, rows. Progressive overload. That's it. Step 4. Walk more than you think you need to. This is the most underrated fat loss tool. Walking doesn't spike hunger like intense cardio does. It doesn't destroy your recovery, and it burns a surprising amount over time. 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day. Not sexy, but effective. Pattern interrupt. But here's the thing most fitness influencers won't tell you, because it doesn't sell programs. Step 5. Sleep 7 to 9 hours every night. When you're sleep deprived, your body produces more ghrelin, the hunger hormone, and less leptin, the hormone that tells you you're full. You also lose willpower, your cravings spike, and your recovery tanks. You can have the perfect diet and training plan, but if you're sleeping 5 hours a night, you're fighting yourself. Step 6. Drink water like it's your job. Dehydration slows your metabolism. It also makes you confuse thirst with hunger. Half your body weight in ounces minimum. And if you're training hard or it's hot, add more. Bonus. Drinking a glass before meals can help you eat less without thinking about it. Step 7. Stop drinking your calories. Soda, juice, fancy coffee drinks, alcohol. These add up faster than you realize, and they don't fill you up. A single Starbucks drink can be 400 plus calories. That's a full meal. Cut these out and you've just freed up a massive chunk of your deficit without feeling deprived. Pattern interrupt. Now here's where people usually quit, because they think fat loss should be linear. Step 8. Track your progress, not just your weight. The scale lies. You can lose fat and gain muscle at the same time, especially if you're new to lifting. Take progress photos. Measure your waist. Track how your clothes fit. These tell the real story. The scale is just one data point. Step 9. Have 1 or 2 refeed days per week. When you're in a deficit for weeks, your leptin drops. Your body thinks you're starving. A refeed day, where you eat at maintenance, especially with more carbs, resets that signal. It keeps your metabolism responsive, and it makes this sustainable long term. Step 10. Be consistent for 8 to 12 weeks minimum. This is the step nobody wants to hear. You're not going to see dramatic results in 2 weeks. Fat loss takes time. But if you execute these 9 steps consistently for 8 to 12 weeks, you will see change. The difference between the person on the left and the person on the right isn't genetics, it's consistency. Common mistakes. Let's talk about the 3 traps that destroy progress. Mistake number 1, cutting carbs too low. Carbs aren't the enemy, they fuel your workouts. They help you recover. They keep your hormones balanced. The problem isn't carbs, it's overeating processed carbs. Keep them in your plan. Just choose whole sources. Mistake number 2, doing only cardio. Cardio without lifting is a recipe for skinny fat. You'll lose weight, sure, but you'll also lose muscle, and you'll look soft. Lift first, cardio second. Mistake number 3, expecting perfection. You don't need to execute every day perfectly. You need to execute most days well. One bad meal doesn't ruin your week, but one bad meal every day does. Progress beats perfection. What to avoid / corrections. If you're currently doing any of these, here's the fix. Eating too little? Add 200 to 300 calories back. Prioritize protein. Skipping meals and binging later? Eat 3 to 4 structured meals. Control your environment. Overcomplicating it? Go back to basics. Deficit, protein, lifting, walking, sleep. The right way isn't complicated. It's just consistent. Action plan. Here's your next move. For the next 7 days, do this. Track your calories and hit your protein target. Lift weights 3 times. Walk 8,000 plus steps daily. Sleep 7 plus hours. Take a progress photo on day 1 and day 7. That's it. No extreme diets, no hour-long cardio sessions, just these fundamentals, and watch what happens. If you want the exact meal plans, training templates, and step-by-step system that removes the guesswork, the link is below. It's the shortcut. You can figure this out on your own, or you can follow the blueprint that's already worked. Your call. These 10 steps work. The only question is whether you'll execute them. See you in the next one.